Determine the two rates for each situation. I'm going to show you number 2. A bamboo plant grows 70 inches in 2 days. What is the rate in inches of growth per day? So we're going to divide inches by days in part A. And then in the second one, it says days per inch. So we're going to divide days by the inches. 70 over 2. 2 fits into 70 35 times. The other one would be 2 over 70. 2 fits into 2 once and into 70 35 times. So we have 35 inches per day, or 1/35 days per inch. Here we are looking at a 12-ounce can of coconut water versus a 1-gallon jug of coconut water. Why might somebody opt for the can of coconut water? Perhaps it's just one person in your family who likes coconut water, so there's no point in buying a full gallon. Maybe you're going on a trip, and so you aren't going to take a full gallon with you because you're trying to save space in your car for other snacks. You might buy a full gallon if you are going to share it at a party, or if many people in your family drink coconut water. Maybe you're going to use a full gallon if you are making a specific type of recipe. But if you're trying to figure out which one is a better deal, we would need them to be in the same units. So this is in ounces and this is in gallons. There are 128 ounces in a gallon. So to figure out the unit rate for this one, we would do 180 divided by 12 ounces because we want the cost per ounce. And over here, we're going to do $12.80 divided by 128. The first one comes out to 0.15, and the second comes out to 0.1. Keep in mind, this is 15 cents per ounce. This is not 1 cent per ounce, it's actually 10 cents per ounce. So which one is cheaper per ounce? The gallon is cheaper per ounce. It's only 10 cents for each ounce, and the can is 15 cents for each ounce. Family road trips. The Evans family, the Perez family, and the Chan family are taking road trips. Use the information given to answer at least one question at each station. In class, we're going to complete these stations in teams, and your task is to do either part A, part B, part C, or so on. You don't have to answer all of the questions at each station, just one per station. Keep in mind you can use this page with the unit conversions in your book on page 265 as a reference to help you throughout this lesson. Station 1. Determine the best deal by finding the lowest price per unit of the products each family purchases. So I'm going to explain one of these parts on screen, and then I'll just write the answers for the other 2 parts. So if you choose to try those on your own, you can come back and check the work on those. So I'm going to do part A. It says the table shows the price each family pays for sunscreen. These are all measured in ounces, so we don't have to change the units, but we want the cost per ounce. So for the Evans family, we have $12 divided by a 6-ounce bottle. For the Perez family, we have $15.96, but it's 2 of the 4.2 ounce bottles. So that is actually 8.4 ounces that they're purchasing. And the Chan family has $19.50 for one 10-ounce bottle. 12 divided by 6 is $2 per ounce. $15.96 divided by 8.4 is 1.9. So that's $1.90 per ounce. And 1950 divided by 10 is $1.95 per ounce. Remember, it was our job to determine the best deal. $1.90 is cheaper than $1.95 or $2. So the Perez family has the best sunscreen deal. Again, you can pause the video here and try part B and part C. And then in just a couple of seconds, I'll pop up the answers to those so you can check your work. Each part provides the number of miles and the number of minutes for the beginning of each family's drive. The Evans family drives 21 miles in the first 20 minutes of their trip. What is their speed in miles per hour during this time? Create a representation to show your work. They go 21 miles in 20 minutes. So that would be 42 miles in 40 minutes and 63 miles in 60 minutes, which is their time at an hour, 60 minutes in an hour. So their speed in miles per hour is 63 miles per hour. Pause the video here and then come back to check parts B and C when you're ready. Each part provides information about the gasoline each family buys. Use the given rate and the given quantity to determine the unknown quantity. The Evans family stops at a gas station that charges $3 per gallon of gasoline. How many gallons of gasoline does the family buy if they spend a total of $27? We know that it's $3 per gallon and they spent $27. So to figure out how many gallons they purchased, we are going to divide. 27 split up for $3 a gallon would give us 9 gallons of gas. Again, pause the video here and try parts B and C. Station 4. Each part requires you to convert from one unit of measurement to another. Use the information to answer the following questions. A. The Evans children walk to the end of the fishing pier and back. The fishing pier is 1,320 feet in length. How many kilometers do the Evans children walk? Round to the nearest hundredth if necessary. So if the pier is 1,320 and they walk to the end and back, then it means that they do that twice. That gives us 2,640 feet in length, but we are trying to convert it to kilometers. On page 265, we have some conversions between feet in miles, and miles in kilometers. But we don't have any conversions between feet and kilometers, so we're going to have to do this in two parts. 1,320 times 2 gave us 2,640 feet. So if I divide 2,640 by 5,280, that will tell me how many miles they walked. And they walked a half of a mile. This says 1 mile is 1.61 kilometers, so we need 0.5 times 1.61 because they did half a mile, not 1 full mile. So that is 0.805 kilometers, but it said to round to the nearest hundredth. The thousands place is a 5, so we raise the 0 up, leaving us with 0.81 kilometers. For parts B and C, you will probably also need that reference page 265 to help make some of these conversions. Pause here, attempt B or C, and then come back and check your work. Each part provides rates and other situations on the road trips. Use the information to answer the following questions. Mrs. Evans buys 6 small beach towels at a rate of $5 per towel. She buys 3 large beach towels at a different rate. She spends a total of $54 on beach towels. What rate in dollars per towel does Mrs. Evans pay for the large beach towels? Well, if she buys 6 small for $5 a piece, that would be $30 that she spent on small towels. We know she spent a total of $54. So if we subtract out the $30 she spent on small towels, that means she spent $24 on large beach towels, which she bought 3 of them. And that means that she spent $8 per large towel. Read through B and C, then come back when you're ready. Make sure your warm-up is complete and you have completed at least one section from each station in your workbook.